workers themselves took control of production, replacing colonial ownership. Did you know that Marta's activism extended through his leadership role within the Dominica Farmers Union and the DFU, alongside conservative planter figures like Ted Honeychurch and Alvin Almond Trading, who supported the Dominica Freedom Party? Marta represented the DFU's progressive faction, advocating cooperatives, agrarian land reform, and rural labor rights. Did you know that as DFU chair and vocal leader, Marta organized farmer solidarity with student movements and trade unions? Did you know that on May 29, 1979, the DFU joined forces with the Dominica Freedom Federation of Students? Unions such as WAWU and CSA, along with political groups, to mount widespread protests that pressured the Patrick John government. Did you know that these mass actions led to the government's collapse and eventual transfer of power to an interim administration? Did you know that Marta briefly served as caretaker Minister for Agriculture during the interim period preceding the 1980 general election? We'll bring you more info on Arthurton Marta in tomorrow's edition of Did You Know, made possible compliments the good folks of Quartz Dominica Limited.
Everyone listens to the Nation Station DBS Radio. The Nation Station DBS Radio says thank you to you and to everyone for choosing the Nation Station DBS Radio.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit expects some major capital projects to positively impact Dominica in 2026. St. Kitts opposition leader Mark Brantley says St. Kitts is too reliant on the Citizenship by Investment program, and the United States sets its eyes on seizing Greenland. Good morning, I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Transform your meals with the superb quality that is found in Robert's products. Become a master baker with Bubble Crease shortening. Add a touch of love to your food with Sunflower Soft Luxury Spread. Perfect your bread with Glow Spread Margarine. Add mellow cream, that tastemaker flavor to all your gravies, soups, and stews. Robert's, for the love of cooking. Distributed by Fine Foods, the biggest distributor of the biggest brands found in Dominica.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
This Christmas, Flo's making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill and win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has listed the commissioning of a geothermal energy plant, the launch of the Northern Road Improvement Project, and the start of the Roseau Enhancement Project among big-ticket projects for Dominica in 2026. Mr. Skerrit says these projects will impact Dominica in a positive manner.
The Northern Road Improvement Project from Portsmouth to Hatton Garden will begin in late 2026. This major rehabilitation initiative, funded by the government of the People's Republic of China, will deliver new bridges and culverts, slope stabilization, road widening, and retaining walls along the Portsmouth to Hatton Garden corridor, in keeping with the commitment made by President His Excellency Xi Jinping during my official visit to China last year. In the south, the Lube to Granby Road, when completed, will improve safety, reduce travel times, and enhance access for road users. We are also investing heavily in our capital. The Roseau Enhancement Project will get underway next year, resulting in upgraded roads, improved drainage, and better traffic flow. In the area of education, construction continues on 6 new primary schools, supported by the government of the People's Republic of China. These schools represent an investment in our children and our teachers and will provide safe, modern learning environments to improve educational outcomes. In the area of agriculture and food security, construction is advanced on a modern national abattoir and a citrus certification and processing facility. These are strategic investments aimed at strengthening our agricultural value chain, improving food security standards, and reducing imports. We'll also witness the start of the construction of the cruise village, which will usher in even more benefits to our people.
And that was Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Mr. Skerrit says major tourism projects will take shape in 2026.
In the tourism sector, we continue work on the big ticket projects, such as the Cabritz Marina and the Dominica Cable Car project. These initiatives are designed to expand the range and quality of tourism experiences, increase spending in surrounding communities, and create jobs. The construction of homes, home repairs and renovation, and general support to our citizens will continue in 2026. The 2% housing program will be in full implementation mode come 2026. The construction of the international airport will be even more visible to the naked eyes as it takes a greater shape. A revamped Dominica Youth Business Trust and more targeted financial and technical support to the youth who are involved in entrepreneurship and small business development will be more evident in 2026. And we are moving decisively toward energy security with the commissioning of geothermal energy plant, which will position Dominica as a leader in clean, renewable energy in the region.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. In some more news this morning, a construction site incident at the cable car project in the Roseau Valley has claimed the life of one man from Mont Prosper. The incident occurred yesterday afternoon when a scaffolding collapsed on top of the young man. He was pinned under the scaffolding and suffered multiple injuries. Reports said that he succumbed to his injuries on the way to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. The victim has been identified as Michael Lawrence of Mont Prosper. Officials are still investigating the matter. DBS News will seek an official reaction from the Dominica Cable Car Company. The cable car project, which is set to be completed by 2026, will be able to provide people with an aerial ride from the Roseau Valley to the Boiling Lake. The Department of Social Services has launched an emergency food pantry in Dominica. Director of Social Services, Dr. Tesha Kofi-Kazimi, says the pantry stands as a symbol of the department's shared commitment in caring for one another, as it represents more than shelves filled with food. Dr. Kazimi highlighted the eligibility criteria for the pantry.
Individuals with diagnosed physical, mental, or emotional disabilities who are unable to work and have no caregiver support. Former state clients, youth or young adults or adults who are formerly under the care of the state and now live independently without a stable income or family support. Crisis-affected households that have experienced a recent verified crisis, such as a fire, a job loss, or the death of a breadwinner, resulting in a sudden lack of food. Elderly persons living alone with no family support or income and is not currently benefiting from another public food program. Clients already known to the department. For individuals or families already known to the department through the welfare service, domestic violence, or other cases, and assessed as food insecure during the time of request.
And that was Director of Social Services, Dr. Tesha Kofi-Kazimi. Meantime, Minister of State in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Cassandra Williams, says the food pantry complements the Health Ministry's broader strategy to strengthen social protection systems and expand support to the most vulnerable.
People-centered policy at work. Food is more than a basic need. It is a source of dignity, culture, and comfort. Too often, families struggle silently. They skip meals so children can eat. They ration groceries at the end of the month. They make difficult choices between food and medication or food and transportation. The food pantry is designed not only to provide immediate relief, but also to do so with compassion and confidentiality. It allows individuals to receive support without stigma, reinforcing that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a step towards stability. The success of this effort will also depend on community solidarity. We encourage private companies, farmers, diaspora groups, and individuals to join us through donations, volunteerism, or advocacy. And that is to keep this pantry stocked and sustainable.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Cassandra Williams. The Dominica State College will welcome approximately 150 new students for the January 2026 semester. The new semester will officially begin on January 19th.
As part of the onboarding process, new student orientation is scheduled to take place from January 12 to 14, 2026. The orientation will include a series of mandatory sessions designed to familiarize incoming students with academic expectations, college policy, support services, and campus life. These sessions are intended to ensure a smooth transition into tertiary education and to equip students with the tools needed for success here at DSC. Following orientation, the new semester will officially begin on January 19, 2026, marking the start of classes across the college's faculties. The Dominica State College, of course, looks forward to welcoming its newest cohort and remains committed to providing a supportive, engaging, and high-quality learning environment for all of our students.
And that was Kimberly Benjamin, the Marketing and Communications Officer at the Dominica State College. And coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, Senator Philip Roll, says the restructuring of the organization is on the cards for 2026. He told the Youth Development Division program on DBS Radio on the weekend that young people will be able to access more finances from the Dominica Youth Business Trust to undertake their business enterprises.
I really want to encourage people to take advantage of the opportunities that are provided. In 2026, DYBT is only going to get bigger and better. At our graduation ceremony, our Honorable Prime Minister announced a restructuring of the DYBT to better cater to the needs of young entrepreneurs. In 2026, you will see a DYBT who will be able to provide more support to entrepreneurs, an organization that will be more responsive to entrepreneurs, an organization that will provide even an increased guarantee, because right now our guarantee is $20,000. We're working towards increasing the loan guarantee to $40,000. I have to thank publicly our Honorable Prime Minister for that commitment by the government of Dominica to the DYBT and to the young entrepreneurs by extension, in really bolstering this organization to ensure that we can continue and better deliver to the young entrepreneurs of Dominica. So my advice is simple. In 2026, we want to see you.
Coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, Senator Philip Roll. Well, let's head into news from the region this morning. St. Kitts opposition leader Mark Brantley has called for urgent action to diversify the economy of St. Kitts and Nevis, stressing that the country remains overly dependent on the Citizenship by Investment program despite years of discussion on economic reform. Delivering his response to Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew's 2026 budget address, Brantley acknowledged the efforts of the government and the Ministry of Finance in preparing the annual budget. He encouraged the public to pay attention to the government's plans and programs rather than focusing solely on individual benefits. He, however, stressed that efforts to diversify the economy have been slow. He highlighted the cannabis industry as an example of an unfulfilled potential, noting that young entrepreneurs continue to face uncertainty and criminalization due to unclear regulations. And on the international scene, the U.S. President Donald Trump has sparked a fresh row with Denmark after appointing a special envoy to Greenland, saying he would love to annex the island. Trump said the U.S. needed Greenland for national protection. Special envoy Jeff Landry said he would lead the charge as special envoy to Greenland, a semi-autonomous part of the Kingdom of Denmark. The move has angered Copenhagen, which said that it will call the U.S. ambassador for an explanation. Greenland's prime minister said the island must decide its own future and its territorial integrity must be respected. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit expects some major capital projects to positively impact Dominica in 2026. St. Kitts opposition leader Mark Brantley says St. Kitts is too reliant on the Citizenship by Investment program, and the United States sets its eyes on seizing Greenland. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just liming, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe.
Wow, a new laptop.
Yep.
How much you pay?
Only $10. This Christmas, sign up for any home bundle or the Turbo 400 internet plan or higher and get a laptop or tablet for only $10. And there's more. You can win even more festive prizes with our Christmas Spin the Wheel. That's faster, more reliable internet with same upload and download speeds and fantastic rewards. Sign up in-store today or visit online at discoverflow.co for more info. We keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, welcome to the morning sports. Let's begin with boxing news, as the Dominica Boxing Association will be staging a major boxing event on Saturday as they look to help to raise funds to meet the medical expenses of one of their own. Well, the event is being carded for the Massac Indoor Facility. Joining us live on the line is the president of the Boxing Association, Job Joseph. Job, good morning. What can you tell us about this weekend's major boxing event?
Yes, good morning, Gavin, Richard, and good morning to all the listeners of DBS Radio, the nation station. First of all, I would like to give thanks and praise to the Most High, Yahweh, for having me up in the morning and keeping me strong. Yeah, you rightly said, Mr. Gavin. This Saturday, coming the 27th, we'll have a big event in Massac, and that is actually to raise funds to help Mr. Tyson, young Tyson, pay his medical bills. And it's a fight we have not only in the ring, but out of the ring. This guy has so much life, and his position right now, everybody knows in Dominica now that he's suffering with cancer, and we're trying our best to see what we can do to give him a good fighting chance to get out of this stage he's in right now and get back to a normal life.
All right, so in terms of the event on Saturday, I know Boxing Day is on Friday, but looks like we're going to have Boxing Day again on Saturday. What can we expect on Saturday?
Well, it's a double Boxing Day, one on Friday, one on Saturday night. Well, we're expecting to have, not expecting, actually, we're having 3 American boxers on the island. And we have a big bonus for the public that I will not call his name, but the 3 times world champion will be in Dominica. Yes, you're hearing right. The 3 times world champion, so you're going to get a chance to do your autograph, do your signings. He'll be in Dominica 3 times. He tell me because of me and how I treat him and everything. We have a very good relationship, so he can't miss that. So he'll be in Dominica. The 3 times world champion will be in Dominica that night. We'll have 3 American boxers and 2 French boxers. So we'll have 5 Dominicans versus 5 foreigners, and then we'll have about 2 local fights. So we might have 7 fights in all. 2 local fights to start the card, and then we'll have 3 fights from overseas fighters. And the public shouldn't miss that. And if you miss it, don't blame me. You should be there. And not only missing it, but you're coming for a worthy cause. You're coming to help Mr. Tyson get back on his feet. So you come in. It's very, very important to us as the Boxing Association. Also, we're not going to charge anything. We're just going to come and you contribute. Because if you charge $10, $5, it's nothing what I know that the people of Dominica will contribute. So when you come, you contribute with a willing heart, give 50, give 100, because that's our worthy cause to help a young man fight his way out of an illness.
All right, it's important that you mentioned that. And of course, Job, earlier on, maybe last month, there was some sort of fundraising activity, a telethon on DBS radio to help Tyson. How did that go?
Well, to be honest, this went very, very well. And to extend that, people still meet me on the road and give me money. And I also make sure I get in touch with his family. Some give me 10, 20, whatever they have, they give me. And it's still going on. So we still want people to still continue contributing. But on Saturday night, come in big numbers and just give generously to the cause of this young man. He's a fighter now out of the ring. The last competition we had in September, he fought. You know, he had a very, very good fight, and now he's fighting out of the ring for his life. So we want the support of the public. We know they always support us, because for the Radio Fund, they did very, very well, and I know they'll continue to do well. So we want the Dominica public to come out in big numbers. We like the ministers, the Prime Minister, we like everybody to be down there that night and give generously, so we can give Tyson a very, very good chance of fighting his illness. So we like the public of Dominica to come out in big, big, big numbers. We cannot, if the place is too small, we'll have screen outside. But we have to come out in big numbers and show that we are supporting this young man. He's just 14 years. And we are trying to see what our best we can do for him. I want to thank the government of Dominica, which have done so much for him so far on that journey. The Olympic Committee, Lotto Commission, and many other persons who have helped in many ways. We want to thank them, and I want to ask those who haven't do, even though the 10 cents, every cent counts. Every cent counts. We wanted to come in big numbers and help us fight this fight with Tyson.
All right, Job, and finally, what time will the event start on Saturday?
The event will start at 7 o'clock. We're looking to start at 7 o'clock. I also want to thank the people in charge of the stadium at Massac for showing us the mercy, and we want to thank them very much that we have this place to do what we have to do. So we like the crowd to come out in big, big numbers, not only for the fight, but for the purpose we are doing it for, to ensure that young Tyson get a good fighting chance and see if he can come back to his normal life.
All right. Thank you very much, Job, for joining us this morning. And we wish you all the best on Saturday. Of course, DBS Radio will be part of the activity on Saturday, and we'll do what we can to help continue to promote.
Thank you very much.
All right. President of the Dominica Boxing Association, Job Joseph. So a major boxing event being planned for Saturday. It's a fundraiser to help one of the boxers who's fighting for his life. He's battling cancer at just the age of 14. And we're encouraging everyone to come out on Saturday at the Massac Indoor Facility and give what you can to help save this young boy's life. All right, let's move on with the morning sports, as the president of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masler, says the late Jesse Badwell will be remembered for his dedication to serving the sport of cricket. Badwell, who was the treasurer of the Dominica Cricket Association and board member of the Windward Islands Cricket Board, passed away in Trinidad while receiving treatment for a stroke yesterday. He was just 40 years.
As we all know, Jesse served as the treasurer of the Dominica Cricket Association, as well as a director on the Windward Islands Cricket Board. And it's a sad moment for all of us, but within that moment, we still want to extend our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. I know it is a hard time for everybody, and we can only be comforted by the memories and the moments that we shared together, and we just hope that his soul can rest in peace. For us at DCA, we feel a great loss. We know that his usual candor and his vibrant spirit will always be with us. And once we will remember him, but we know that the cricketing fraternity has suffered a great loss, and we just hope that we can move on in due time.
President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masler. Well, Masler says that Badwell was committed to the advancement of the sport.
A lot of people may not know, but Jesse had his unique personality. But to getting things done, I would go to, is the person that you could go to. If you run an idea, say come with the idea, you say, well, Clement, give me a few hours, let me process that, and we'll come back with it. If he's not in agreement, he will basically tell you straight out, boy, Clement, you mad? But yeah, Jesse and I would bounce off ideas on a daily, trying to see how we could get the organization where it needs to be when it comes to issues of managing the finances of the organization. I could sleep knowing that Jesse had everything under control. He was one who would be prompt in getting things done, and it's just going to be tough. And I also will miss the friendship that we had. You know, is that person that would call me and ensure that things are going well. It's just tough, just really tough.
The president of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Masler. And I will end with a cricket item as England captain Ben Stokes says his side will have to play for pride and avoid the whitewash in the Ashes series with Australia. Australia took an unbeatable 3-0 lead in the 5-match series on the weekend. Stokes says that England has been outplayed so far in the series.
Yeah, obviously that dream that we came here with is now over, which is obviously incredibly disappointing. Everyone's obviously hurting and quite emotional about it. But look, we got 2 more games to go, and that's where the focus needs to switch to now. Look, we obviously came here with a goal in mind, and we've not been able to achieve that, and it hurts and it sucks. But yeah, we ain't going to stop.
What do you think's been the biggest difference between the two sides?
I think just the constant execution. If you look at it in that, I think Australia have just been able to execute things on a much more consistent basis than us, both with the ball, with the bat and in the field. And, this game of cricket, it is based on how you bat, how you bowl and how you field. And they've been able to outdo us, on a much higher level. We showed it in passages in these first 3 games, and again, this week thought, we did incredibly well to take it to where we did to on this 4th innings, and I thought we were on for another heist this morning when Jamie and Will were playing so well. But look, yeah, it's we can't do what we came here to do. But look, there's some good stuff to take out of this game.
And that's the England captain, Ben Stokes. Well, the 4th Ashes test will get underway on Thursday night, Caribbean time. Of course, Australia, they're leading 3-0 as they're pushing now for a historic whitewash. Can they do so? Well, we'll find out when the 4th test starts on Thursday. But that's a look at morning sports and, of course, the news. On behalf of the entire News and Sports Department, our links person, Ozari Williams, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply
qualify for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS.